Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Purpose Driven Champs. I'm your host, William Grayson, with my co-host and Ace Boone Coon, William D. Harris. How you doing, Will, today?
What's going on, guy?
All right, today we got the amazing Jimmy Bell from Mississippi State Center. How you doing, Jimmy?
Good, how you doing?
All right, Jimmy. Let everybody know where you're from and everything. What
Uh,
state you
well, I'm Jimmy Bell Jr. I go by Tunk. Everybody call me Tunk. From Michigan. Currently playing basketball at Mississippi State, and I'm a grad transfer from West Virginia. So this is my last year of basketball here at Mississippi State.
All right. So Jimmy, let me ask you a couple questions. As a center, how do you prepare mentally and physically for the demands of your position?
Just coming to the game, you just gotta know what you can and what you're on the team to do. I've always been a good role player. I always know how to do my role and do what the coach asks me to do. So it's just a mental thing that you gotta prepare yourself for. When you come into a game and getting ready to go against other teams.
Will?
Jimmy, playing at Arthur Hill, then going to Bella Vista Preparatory School, to Mobley Community College, to the University of St. Louis, to the University of West Virginia, and finally landing at Mississippi State. Give us a little insight of your journey.
I've been around the block. And I've been to a lot of different schools, a lot of different situations. But I feel like it helped me as far as becoming a player and adjusting to different situations, different cities, different areas, environments, and stuff like that. So I've been enjoying it. It's been a long journey. Coming from Michigan and going to prep school and different universities, it's just a different field. But like I said, I'm always thankful for the journey that I've been on and continue to be on in my career.
All right. How do you withstand the pressures of being an athlete and the aspects of your life with personal growth? Like how do you juggle all this?
It's just time management. You got to just balance your life out. You can't always just be about your sport. I mean, of course, it's, what I'm saying, it's basically what you do for work, but you got to have things outside of sports like family, friends, social life, things like that. So it's really just about time management, just knowing when you can do certain things and when it's time to go to work and be in the gym.
Jimmy, Saginaw, Michigan, great sports town. Lamar Woodley, Super Bowl winner. Draymond Green, Anthony Roberson, Charles Rogers, Darwin Ham, the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. Tell me a little bit of how much of an impact they've had in your life.
They had a big impact on my life, just because they started it off for all the young guys coming up, and we kind of look back at them and see that it's not impossible to make it out of Saginaw. There's a lot of guys that still playing. Right now, like Dar Tucker, he playing overseas. Brian Bowen still playing. Me, Ty Rogers, Greg Lawson. There's still a lot of guys still playing. That's still trying to represent the city. So it just play a big part, just knowing that you can, anything possible, make coming out of Saginaw.
What advice would you give the younger players coming up, playing any kind of sport, basketball, football, track? What advice would you give them now that you wish somebody would have told you earlier in your career?
Just enjoy it. Enjoy it while you can. Enjoy it while you can. Just put all the work in you can. Don't let nobody tell you what you can and can't do. It's a mindset thing. It's a mental thing, and you got self confidence in yourself. I feel like you can do anything, and you just got to outwork your opponent. Always know that somebody in a position that want to work harder than you or just trying to get your spot. So especially with sports nowadays. Sports nowadays is business now. So you got to. That's how everybody got to. You got to approach your sport now.
Okay.
Jimmy, playing in the you played in several conferences, A10, Big 12, now the SEC. Talk to me about the different conferences and the adjustments you had to make as a player.
The conferences are different in their own way. I started off in the A10, which is more like a mid-major league, but we had good. Dayton, VCU. We had the team Dayton when Obi Toppin was there, and they was like a top 25 team. So we had some good teams in that conference. The Big 12 is, the Big 12. I mean, it's one of the best conferences in the country right now, if not the best conference. So that conference is more guard heavy, a lot of talent there in the guard area. The bigs were pretty solid down there too. Just kind of like the SEC, where the bigs here are more, they're a little bit more taller, more skinnier, more lengthy. So they're more shot blockers, and you got a few guys that can score down in the post, but it's more so, with the game changing now, it's a lot of more guys that shoot on the perimeter.
All right, can you walk me through a normal day of practice? Because I know you're always busy. You're always busy. What's the normal day for you? Like the normal day, getting up from jump.
Like just my whole life, or just sports?
Sports, like with sports, like sports in it. Look, you start laughing. It's hectic.
Yeah, I mean,
so
I get up. I'm always up at 7:30, 8, just taking my dog out so she can use the bathroom, do whatever, feed her. Go to weights at 9. I'll be there from about 9 to 10:30. Then right after weights, I have to shoot for like 30, 45 minutes. I get maybe a 2-hour break, come home, come back with the dog, chill, play the game, watch a movie, whatever. Go back for practice around 2:30. Hour of film before practice, so we really not starting until like 3:30. We do this walkthrough stuff before practice. It's like another 45 minutes. So practice, the schedule say we start at 2:30, but we don't actually start practice till maybe like 4. Like actual starting the stretch and everything. So that's an hour and a half in. The practice usually go around about 3 hours or so. So I'm getting all that probably 6 some, close some 6:30, some almost 7 sometimes. And after practice, I'm doing more work. I'm shooting stuff, getting on the treadmill, doing my work on the treadmill. So another like hour, come home, be back with the dog, chilling, laying down, whatever, homework, whatever it is. And then most nights, if my body feeling not too heavy, not too bad, go back in the gym again and probably shoot for like another 30, 40 minutes, walk on the treadmill and call it a night.
So hold up. Now I got $1 million question. Where does your personal life come in at? When you can squeeze it in? Your personal life. Like when you squeeze in the dating in and all that, like everybody needs a little bit of romance in their life. So
get to that, so I find some time for something. It's always gonna find time for that. That's just everybody find time for that anytime.
All right.
Jimmy, I know you lost your dad, and I'm pretty sure your dad was an athlete also. What was the impact of your father in your life?
He had a big impact on my life, especially growing up. We kind of didn't have the best relationship. I mean, I wouldn't say he wasn't there, but we didn't have the best relationship. And as I got older, we kind of just grew on to each other. I started staying with him for a while. We kind of just built a real good relationship. And once I started playing sports, he was teaching me a lot of things from, when he played and things like that. He was just like a big supporter for me. He was at all the games, all my practices, all my workouts, just making sure I'm, doing the right thing on the court and, trying to get ready for, college when it was at that point. He helped me to be the player I am today. And, every day I think about him and just, try to go hard for him.
Tell me about being the SEC Defensive Player of the Week for y'all. How did that earn out? Like, how did you feel after getting that?
I felt great. It actually caught me by surprise. I had a big game that week, so obviously I was kind of, I wouldn't say hoping I was gonna get it, but I was kind of thinking like, I ain't no way I get it. It came out, I was just like, it just shocked me because it was like that was my first one, first conference player of the week, especially in a conference like the SEC. So
yeah,
it's a real big deal for me, my family, all my coaches. So I was just thankful, man. It felt real good, and hopefully I can get some more down while we finish the season. But I felt good after that for sure.
You said if you didn't get it, you're gonna be hot.
Yeah, I was like after the.
How many points did you have that game?
Huh?
How many points and stuff did you have that game? I don't want to put out bad numbers.
17 rebounds, 4 blocks, and 2 steals.
Oh yeah, you would do.
Yeah, really should 20 and 20. I missed a few bunnies, but I
You missed
still had out on a good game. So.
Yeah. All right. Will.
Jimmy, with the NIL, name, image, and likeness, has created many opportunities for student athletes, which is long overdue. How is your apparel business coming along?
It's been going good. I got a few T-shirts out, a few hoodies out. Just started a new design. You know, I got the tunk truck shirts coming out now, so I got that coming out. I've been working on a lot of deals with like restaurants out here, trying to do things like that. But mainly right now, I've been having the T-shirt thing going on, and that been going on for me pretty good. I actually started last year when I was at West Virginia, and when I got here, I feel like my fan base got bigger. Even the people in West Virginia still DM me and send me pictures of them wearing my stuff from Mississippi State. So it's really shout out to the fans. They show a lot of love, when my merchandise came out. So.
Now, you get a percentage of that, Jimmy?
Yep. Yeah.
That goes directly to you, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jimmy, how do you portray yourself as a leader on the court for your team? Like, what do you do for your team so they know, like, hey, we're not gonna play around. Today's a good game. Like, what do you do to get your team in game mode?
I kind of just try to talk to everybody. I mean, me being a vet on the team, me being the biggest guy on the team, a lot of people look at me as their big brother and things like that. And people just listen to me. People respect me. So I just use that to play games. I just try to get my guys ready, try to get myself ready. Just get prepared for the games. It's always a lot of adversity that going through the game. So everybody can clap and be happy when you're winning and doing good, but when the hard times come and you're losing or the other team going on the run, that's when the real leadership come out, and that's where I come in and try to keep everybody together and don't worry about the score, just worry about how much time left and trying to get back in the game, whatever it is.
All right.
Jimmy, with the season that you're having in your team in the SEC, right now looks like you're going to be in the big dance, the NCAA tournament. What are your feelings regarding playing in the big dance?
Well, hopefully we do make it to there. That's our goal for sure. I made it there last year for the first time in my career with West Virginia, and I had a time of my life out there, man. We was out there for about a week or so or whatever. But I just enjoyed the experience, meeting the guys out there, meeting different teams, different players, legends, NBA players, everybody. So it felt good, and we get back there this year. Hopefully we make a deeper run. We both hungry to get deeper in the tournament. Then we both have, Mississippi State lost. I think the last 4 in last year, and we lost in the first round. So we all got that edge to it that we want to go farther than just the first round in the big dance.
So, Jimmy, a lot of people don't know basketball was your second love, and the first one was football. Tell everybody about that journey and that switch you made.
Growing up, I kind of played both, but for the most part, I was just a big kid. So I mean, I couldn't just sit around. So they, I'm saying, see which one I like more. I got my first offer in football in 8th grade, and I wasn't even really. I was just raw talent at that point.
Oh, repeat that again. 8th grade.
My first offer from 8th grade. In 8th grade, it was from Central Michigan. That was my first offer, and I mean, once I got that offer, I kind of just felt like that was my sport at the time. And as I kept playing, I got more offers, like Big Ten offers, SEC offers at the time, interest. Got invited to the freshman All-American game in Texas and the U.S. Army Bowl. So I had all the things that I wanted to do as a football player. But as I got older and kept growing, I just kept getting so tall, and in football, it just wasn't really too good for me as far as staying healthy and injury free. So basketball kind of what I leaned on, took it more serious, started getting offers in basketball. Got my first basketball offer in 11th grade from UNLV. I remember they called me while I was at practice. They sent me an offer right before I practiced, and I just felt like I was a basketball player at that point. So,
Jimmy, talk to me about your family, your mom, your grandmom, your siblings. How important are they to you, and how much they're really involved in your life?
My family keep me going, man. They try to make as many games as they can. I mean, since I've been in college, they've been traveling, all the way from Michigan, whether they driving, catching a flight, catching on the bus, catching the bus together, driving the church vans down, whatever they got to do, they doing it all, man. So I really appreciate them. And, they really keep me going. Seeing them at the games, it just makes me want to go a little bit more harder. And even when I know they watch me on TV, it just makes me feel good, good about myself, and just knowing I got that support from my family, especially my mom. I mean, she been there with me every step of the way. So big shout out to her for sure.
Going from junior college, basically to Division I school, what was the main thing that you had to get used to? I know before, I hear a lot of people saying it's like boot camp,
Pretty
What's
much, man.
man? Huh?
That's pretty much what it feels like. Just boot camp with basketball. For real. It feels just like the living situation, just how our schedule was, and things like that. At my JUCO, we actually did have it was a 2-week deal we had my coach doing. He called it Hell Week, and it was actually Hell Week boot camp. We did that. But not
What,
even just.
what was it like? What did he say? What did it?
In the morning, we had to run like 2 miles or something. Go in the gym. He got like different stations set up. You got to finish the stations in a certain amount of time. You got to run again like another mile or something right after that. Then you get like a little break. Then you go to practice. Then you got to come back at nighttime, do some more run. It was just a whole bunch of stuff for real. I think the craziest thing we did was he woke us up at like 5 in the morning. And you know how the parking lot, you got the lines in the parking lot. The parking lot, every single line through the whole parking lot. And we couldn't finish until we got that last one that came all the way back. And it took us probably, I don't even know how long it took us, but it took us a minute to get done with that whole parking lot. That was the craziest thing I ever did.
Do you miss that? No.
I ain't gonna lie. I miss it in certain aspects of JUCO, just because I feel like it helped me as a player and as a man, just facing adversity and getting through tough times. So I wouldn't say I don't miss it, but I had some good relationships there with my teammates, staff, players, students. So I wouldn't say I had a bad time. It was just a time in my life I never thought I'd get to, but it helped me get to where I am now.
All right,
Jimmy, part of your journey, been to a few places. How is the adjustment for you as far as playing for different coaches? Because every coach has his own philosophy. How do you make that adjustment?
I feel like I adjusted things very well, adjusted my environment very well. I think I'm a very likable person. A lot of people would tell me that. So I just feel like I adapt very well to things, and I never really had a problem of moving different places, meeting new people, and just people getting to know me. I mean, like I said, I'm a likable guy, so it never really been a problem for me.
What are some of the things that you do when you come back home on visits or for the summer?
I try to stay as much as I can. Working out, it's kind of hard out there, especially with me trying to see everybody. See all my family, see all my friends. I can't see everybody. So, when I'm home, I'm just trying to make sure I see all my immediate family for sure. And then, if I have enough time, I'm going to chill with some friends, old friends from school and things like that. But mostly it's more just family and making sure I'm doing something to keep my body in shape while I'm there.
What's your schedule, Jimmy? I want to know. Your schedule is very busy, as we all know. All right. Now, what's your schedule? When do you sit there and take your me time out and for your own mental health? Like, when do you sit down and be like, I didn't practice like crazy this week. What do you do to unwind and get your thoughts back to normalcy?
We have a lot of times. Sometimes we have off days, so usually I just try to take that time and just sit back, chill with my dog. My dog, she kind of like my counselor that don't talk. She take her on walks. We go on long walks or something. I take her in the field, run around, play with her. Just ease my mind, take my mind off basketball and things like that. And it usually helped me out. Listening to music. Music a big part of my life. I just feel like I'm those two things right there to keep me going down or those type of situations.
So you're a dog lover.
I got a Doberman. She 9 months. Her name Tink.
Tink. You got Doberman is a big. I got dog.
Right here laying on the couch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she a little baby right now, but she'll be a little bit bigger soon.
Okay.
Looking at big picture, Jimmy, where do you want to go with your basketball career?
I mean, NBA has been my end goal since I started playing basketball, and always continue to be. With this being my last year, I just know I got to keep playing my best games and put my best foot forward, and try to get ready to up my draft stock. Another reason I came back for another year is a lot of scouts are telling me like get your body in better shape. You're playing good, rebounding good, finish a little bit better, shoot a little bit better. So I've been trying to do different things to make those scouts realize that I improved and stuff like that. So I just got to keep staying on the ground and get those stats and do what I need to do to get my draft stock higher.
Coming from Saginaw, Michigan, and now you're in Starkville, what's a little different between the two towns?
I mean, only difference I can really tell you is it's a little hotter down here. There's less violence down here. I mean, it's still Mississippi, it's, whatever. But I mean, it's a college town. Saginaw is just a regular city. It's about the. I wouldn't say it's the same size, but Starkville, it's real small like Saginaw. Not a lot to do here. But I mean, I kind of, like I said, I grew up in Saginaw, so being out here is kind of like I feel like I'm home, but I'm not really. So I'm not home all the way. It's just kind of like the same type of feeling. But they got some good food out here. I give them that.
What team, like, say, you just said, and we'll ask you earlier, you said you're going to the NBA. What team would you want to play for? Let's be honest.
Man,
Your top five. I'm going a little bit like this, so everybody watching, they be like, okay, you heard it here first.
I mean,
top five you would want to play for. Let's go. Let's make it exclusive.
I just pick out top of my head, because me personally,
we'll go top of your head. We'll just say, hypothetically speaking, top of your head, top five.
Right now, I say probably the Lakers, the Warriors. I feel like the Grizzlies can use a big. I play for the Grizzlies. Clippers. Probably the Suns or something. Or the Pistons need my help too, though. So I don't know.
You said they need help?
Yeah, they need something. They need something over there. I'll help them out. Some.
All right.
Jimmy, when you go towards the end of your college playing career this year, have you looked at any type agents you might want to hire?
There's been a lot of agents, a lot of different people hitting me up and things like that. So I'm not really too much worried about. I mean, I got people to handle that right now, so I'm not really got my mind too much on that. Kind of just trying to focus on finishing the season and doing good. I don't want to worry too much about the after, because then I lose my mental space in these games, and I got to keep that going for these.
Well, we done drove into this outstanding podcast, Jimmy. I want to thank you for coming on. This is Purpose Driven Chance with myself, William Grayson, and William Harris. Hey, where can they find your stuff at, Jimmy? Your clothing and all that online. What's the website and everything?
I have on my Instagram. If you put my Instagram on here, esg.tunka, ESG Tonka. So you can look on there, or I can send you guys a link to the few websites, and you guys can post it or do what you want.
We got you. All right, Jimmy. Thanks for coming on. Hey, once you make it to the pros, you got to come back. I want to hear. Oh, I can't do it. I'm too big now. Look, bro. No, we and don't control all. Delete us from your phone book either. So you got us.
I got you for sure.
All right. All right, everybody. Bye. Thanks for another episode of Purpose Driven Champs. Good night.